Looks like we got Shields in the building. Adrian, I'm gonna have to get back to you. I got the Quote joining me.
All right, brother.
Champ, how are you? Thank you for taking out the time to come on the show.
Of course.
So how you feeling?
I feel good. I'm about to sit down real quick. Give me a few more seconds.
All right. So I obviously watched your latest interview that you did with Fight Hype,
That wasn't
and
no interview about hype. That was off my uh I went live on my Instagram and they
oh
always
no,
take
not
my
not
videos.
yesterday's, not yesterday's. The one before that, you did it with Jay Hardcore Boxing News, and then it was also uploaded to Fight Hype as well. He's an older gentleman from the DMV area. He asked some really good questions. He had got a lot of
Oh, I know you're talking about. It's probably only one interview that I've done recently. Yeah.
yeah. He got a lot of interesting information. A lot of stuff that I obviously didn't even know. I didn't know that you picked up boxing kind of to help your dad live through you. And I thought that was amazing because, they always say daddy's little girl, but you really lived up to that doing it just to, you know. So, yeah, if you could just give my audience a little backstory on why you got into it so that they can hear the same.
Yeah. So I mean I thought everybody knew that I didn't just pick up boxing. I was inspired to box by my dad. My dad had did a 5 year bid in prison, and then he did his last bid of prison for 7, and he went to prison when I was 2. So I didn't meet my dad till I was 9, and he was just telling me how he loved boxing so much, and if he would have stuck to that, he would never went to prison. So I decided I wanted to box to make my dad happy. I didn't know that I would be naturally great at it. Had no clue.
And now you're definitely the greatest woman to have done it with so many accolades and in such a short time span. During that interview, I heard you saying that if you're going to be compared to someone, I don't want to misquote you. Did you not want to be compared to Canelo, or you feel like you have to only be compared to Canelo? How did I misinterpret how you explained that?
Well, from my knowledge, I do have more accomplishments than Canelo. I may have less fights, but I do have more accomplishments. Right now, we talking about breaking records. He's chasing breaking my records. He's trying to become undisputed, 2 times and 3 times in different weight classes. I've already done that. Um, in the amateurs, I had 2 Olympic gold medals. Canelo did not have 2 Olympic gold medals. And I'm just speaking facts. That's not hating on Canelo. He's one of my, he's top 5 my pound fighters right now. But I'm just saying, as far as an accomplishments, I am the most accomplished fighter right now, above any woman and above any male. That's what I was saying. But I love his skills. I love how he constantly improves, and that's something that I look up to. Only thing I'm missing right now is the knockouts. If you're being honest, like me and Canelo, we had to compare records. He got way more fights, but I've been way more. I feel like world championship fights, or or if not, that I'm getting close. But I've definitely fought against whoever the number ones were in I don't know how many different weight classes now.
Yeah, it seems like someone is always fighting a common opponent of Clarissa Shields. Like you've fought all the top names.
I
Um,
have, I have.
you have. So what's like since women's boxing is not as depth as men's, and like we just said, you fought all the names. What does the GOAT do now? Do you run it back with some of these females? Because obviously Franchon has now become undisputed. When you guys fought, you were both 0-0. Um, I I see that Raquel Miller is there. I know she's not as accomplished as you, and you dismiss her, but you guys have always had a back and forth. And in this sport, I like to say that every boxer needs a nemesis. Like Mayweather had his Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, and his McGregor.
Y'all got it all wrong. Y'all got it wrong. See, this is what I like about doing interviews. See, you interview her, and that's her story. But I don't dismiss Raquel. I've sent her a contract to fight twice.
Oh
So
wow.
how do I? You know, like that stuff that they're not gonna tell you. I can call my promoter right now. He'll tell you, yes, we sent Raquel two contracts to fight you years back. She said no. She cracked jokes about me fighting in 4,000 in front of 4,000 people, 4,500 people, 5,000. Oh, she's too good for that. She can sell out that. But she didn't have no belts at the time. I'm the only one with the belts. I'm the only one that's known. So wherever I'm getting the opportunity to fight these girls at, and I'm getting paid a great sum of money, and I'm fighting on main event as far as in Showtime, Dazn, HBO, then girls who haven't accomplished nothing shouldn't be turning down fights, especially for good money.
Absolutely.
I didn't dismiss her. I think I'm a great fighter. She's good. That's all. And I offered her the opportunity. First opportunity got offered because she was saying I was ducking her. Anybody that said that I'm ducking them, I won't smoke. I already beat Raquel times in the amateurs already. I don't have nothing to be worried about her. Like I still watch her pro fights now. I'm watching all the girls who might be able to come up and have a fight with me. That's how world champions stay on point. So I'm not dismissive of her, but she took off a year and a half of boxing, not me. While she was resting and going through the loss of her mom, I was in the gym training, building up fights, fighting, traveling across the world and fighting. So I don't dismiss Raquel. She's a hater of mine, but her hate comes from her wanting to beat me though. Because me and Raquel used to be friends in the amateurs. She was my sparring partner 2012. 2016. We were actually still cool. She's the one who started the whole, said I tried to steal a camera from her and tried to steal some shoes and all this other mess came out of thin air. So that's the problem that she got with me. And then she started verbally attacking me every time she seen me. That's why the last time when I seen her up at Terrence Crawford fight, the day after I fought and I became 3-time undisputed faster than any other male or female in history. When I went to those fights the next day, Raquel was there and tried to think she was going to verbally attack me again. And we almost got into a fight. And the reason that we didn't fight is because she wouldn't get up out the chair. First, she was standing up talking to me. So I stood up and I said, don't be standing over me talking. I will whoop your ass. She sat down. She like, bro, it ain't even that serious. I said, yes, it is. Quit disrespecting me. You ain't got no belts. And the last time you seen me, her and her sister up in Vegas, they both verbally attacked me, talking shit to me up in Vegas. That's the last time I had seen her, like a year prior. So she already knew that if she said anything to me after that, it was on sight. Now when she see me, she don't say nothing. Damn right. Do not say nothing to me because I'm swinging on you. You already done crossed the line of disrespect already. Like if you want to talk some shit and we be respectful competitors, sure. But to keep thinking that you're gonna see me, you gonna like, and she's a nasty person. She's talking about something. You busted and disgusted, you ugly, you don't know how to dress, you a bitch. This is all what Raquel was saying to me, because I'm telling her, why is you mad that I'm on top and you not? We already sent you a contract to fight. You turned it down. But then she got to just going off, you ugly, you busted and disgusted, you don't know how to dress, you a bitch. Like that was her talking to me. That's why Dimitri, and Mark and all them had to keep me from getting on her ass. So don't act like it's me. I can be cordial and be cool with anybody. But when you coming at me like that, like I ain't from Flint, come on now, stop it. That's why I don't like her. It ain't got nothing else to do with nothing. That's why I don't like her. She disrespectful. She try to throw rocks and hide her hands. She just won't be honest and tell people that she the one who started all this shit between me and her. Me, her, and Tierra was the 3 black girls the closest on the USA team. Facts. Tierra was my best friend first. Facts. I had to quit talking to Tierra because freaking Raquel always trying to she was telling her that I was being messy, I was being mean to her and all this stuff. And Tierra coming to me knowing she can talk to me about anything. She like, y'all need to drop that beef. Y'all need to be cool. Y'all need to help uplift each other. I'm like, sis, how the hell I'm gonna do that? And this girl is constantly disrespecting me. It's not possible. But she wasn't telling Tierra the whole truth. So Tierra kept coming at me, telling me to be nice to Raquel and drop the beef and we need to stick together. And I just got tired of her always taking her side and not being and not listening because I seem like the big bully, but I'm not. If you ever heard me talking smack to any girl, it's because she came talking shit to me. Basically, I ain't never really just started talking shit about nobody. They always started it with me. So that's why. So that's the story behind that. But like I said, I don't dismiss her. She's a good fighter. What do I do next? Do I fight Raquel? Do I fight a rematch with Savannah Marshall? Do I fight Franchon Crews? Who knows? Who knows? But whoever wants smoke can get it. But if Savannah Marshall want a rematch in the UK, it's just not happening.
So I was
Yeah.
listening to I don't know his last name. His name is Ade from Dazn. He's one of their commentators, and he does his daily show. So I watched it, and he was talking about how you haven't proved that you're the draw that you're saying you are. That you're insisting for Savannah to come from the UK to America, where you guys did like 20 in the UK. Um, where do you think you can house the fight for you and Savannah Marshall here in America, and what do you think the gate would do? Like, how many people do you expect in attendance?
Well, I haven't fought in the US in over a year. So my fans from the US have been starved. Like people think that people tuned into the fight from the USA to give the numbers that it had. It wasn't just UK people tuning in to see Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall, look at her following. She has 123K followers. Building up to our fight, she had 50.
Mm.
So, right. I have almost 700,000 followers. That's on Instagram. I got almost 150 on Facebook. And I got 2 different Facebooks. And then we talking about YouTube. I'm a big draw. And if we go to any fight here, when I went to Baumgartner fight, Wilder fights, Charlo fights, everybody there wants to see me fight. They all asking me for pictures. So people talking about something that I'm not a draw. No, people in America have not given women's boxing the opportunity to sell out these events. That's the problem. That's the problem. Like right now in my career, people don't even care about who I fight. They're gonna come because I'm gonna sell the shit out the fight, and then I'm gonna go on there and beat the shit out the girl. That's what people is coming for. So people talking about that I'm not a draw. Prove that. I fought in Jersey where I sold out 5,000 seats at the Boardwalk Hall twice. Verona, New York, sold out. When I fought in Flint before the fight got canceled, this was before COVID, 7,500 seats sold out for me to fight against Ivana Habazin. Who the fuck is Ivana Habazin?
She
People
just won
came
the
up.
purse bid. She about to fight Jessica McCaskill. But we do only know her because of you.
Exactly. And that's also that I lost 35 pounds in freaking 6 weeks to get ready for that fight after I dislocated my knee. So therefore, people talking about that I'm not a draw. Put me in any other arena. Little Caesars Arena, Madison Square Garden, T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. I'm going to sell it out.
You
And people can
so
see.
you think you and Savannah Marshall T-Mobile, or do you think New York is better? Because isn't it a straight flight for the UK people if they land in New York?
Shit, they got non-stops to
I look
Vegas too. Shit.
But which one is cheaper? I think New York is
I
cheaper.
mean, yeah.
Vegas is a nonstop flight. Detroit is a nonstop flight from the UK. And New York. They're all nonstop flights.
What would
And
you
also,
prefer,
I ain't going.
New York or Vegas?
it's my dream to fight at T-Mobile Arena. Well, to fight the. I fought there my pro debut under Andre Ward. Kovalev won, but I would love to fight there in the pros where people coming out to see me. They can bet on me. They can win money. Who knows what the odds will be with this fight? The odds were all for Savannah Marshall. All my people won so much money
Mm.
when I fought Marshall
We won
because
money on you. We
the
won a
odds.
lot of money, but we parlayed you with Bumgarner and another girl. It was 3-girl parlay and Richardson Hitchens, right?
No. You confusing the cards.
We definitely parlayed you
Yeah,
with 3 girls.
we parlayed them when they fought in London. No, it was just her and Alicia.
No, one other person. One other person. It was a 3-team parlay for sure. But we made good money.
Maybe Devin, cause he fought that day.
Probably.
We did all fight the same day, and also Caleb Plant and Anthony Durrell fought the same day too.
Yup. Wilder fought. Yup. Oh,
So,
yeah, that
Champ,
was on
you've
the
been
undercard.
telling Marshall to come, but I do want to say, you know, the Dazn commentator made a good case. It's like, look at Michaela Mir. She's going back to the UK. Most women's boxings is happening in the UK. Is it not just their time right now?
Michaela is not Claressa Shields.
Very true.
I'm in movies. I got movies coming out about my life, a biopic, people playing me. I'm like a living legend right now. So no, me and Michaela is not the same. Also she's with Top Rank. She should be fighting, but she wants to make her fan base over there in the UK. I don't. I already have a huge fan base from winning the Olympics there and now also beating Marshall there. But like I said, I have a fan base here. And the only way that we ever going to put this nonsense to rest, people saying I don't sell tickets when I've sold out 7,500 tickets and 5,000 already. Put me in the big venue and let's see the numbers. Then we can talk about what I need to do moving further. But for people just to make this assumption and just assume, it's actually kind of fucking racist to me, to be honest. If you want to be real. So you telling me that Katie Taylor from Ireland can come over here and sell out the Madison Square Garden, but Claressa Shields, born and raised here, with a bigger following, Olympic champion 2 times representing America, but I can't sell out. The thing is, we all need a dance partner. Savannah Marshall come to the USA, is gonna sell out. I think even if me and Maricela fought somewhere, it's gonna sell out because she's Mexican. When you have African American versus Mexican, big fights. USA versus Mexico, USA versus the UK. It sell out. And then it was a good fight. Both fighters have to be known. Savannah Marshall is known now because of me. Nobody knew who she was. Even with the amateur loss that I had to her, nobody knew her. Nobody knew her. It was me mentioning her. And then she flipped the script somewhere down the line saying that I was running from her. That's why I went to the UK. But when I went to the UK because she was talking shit, she was lying. And then they were, and also they were paying a lot more. So yeah, I'll go ahead and go to the UK. And she had one of my belts up at 160. When you got something that's mine, I'm gonna go and take it. I went over there and I took back my undisputed championship from her with the one belt that she had while I held the other 4. Okay, so now that I'm the undisputed champion for the 3rd time, you want another chance at being undisputed, you bring your ass to the USA. And when did she start knowing about business? She don't know shit about business. She didn't even know that we had a rematch clause in our damn contracts till after she lost.
It was a two-way?
So it was a 2-way.
A what?
2-way. If she lose, she get a rematch, or is it only if you lost, it was a rematch?
It was both of us. That's why
Okay.
she activated the rematch clause that she said didn't exist. But I knew it fucking existed. But it's the end. You go and look at an interview. She's like, no, I don't know what Clarissa's talking about. This is it for me. This is all, I only get one chance at being undisputed. There is no rematch clause. This was her talking. And people interviewing me like, so what you talking about? I'm like, she's really just uninformed. She doesn't know. Why would I go across the pond and put all my belts on the line against who they calling the knockout artist and the favorite and not have a rematch clause? And I know I can beat this, and I know I can beat this girl, but I can potentially get robbed and lose my belts.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't there be a rematch clause? I have a rematch clause with every fight. That's me being respectful toward the fighter. Saying, you know what?
Smart business too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Marshall ain't smart. She didn't even know it was a rematch clause till after. So
Now,
that's what I'm
Champ,
saying.
being as though that there was a rematch in the contract, does the network play a part, or are you guys open to shop this fight to potential USA networks? Because if you fight in America, then I'm sure it won't be Boxer televising it, right?
It could be, and also Sky Sports can buy the rights to the fight to have it shown over there, just like uh, ESPN bought the rights to our fight to have it shown over in America. So they just wouldn't have the gate.
And who do you prefer or expect to be your lead U.S. broadcaster?
What do you mean?
So if you fight in America and it's going to be Sky Sports in the UK, who's televising it for us? Are we watching it on Showtime or ESPN? Is Matchroom going to do it in America?
It could be
I mean, not
DAZN.
Matchroom, but DAZN, excuse me.
It could be DAZN. It's whoever we work a deal out with. Right now, we are in talks with many people, trying to see what all we can get done or whatever. But for her to think it's gonna be in the UK again, I think it's just nonsense, and it's very
But to make it clear, if they give you more money, you would change your mind again? Because the last time you didn't want to go, but they paid you, so you said you went because they paid better. Or are you stuck on?
Go. Anybody else, I will fight them in the UK. Savannah Marshall don't deserve a rematch in the UK. She lost unanimously. She has 0 belts. Why would I go back over there?
So it's not a question of money for you. This is more a moral, personal thing. Like, you don't deserve for me to go back over there type of thing.
Make money anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get paid over $1 million anyway for the rematch. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The thing is, I'm the undisputed champ 3 times. You want to fight for my belts, you bring your ass here. That's it. Especially her. If I went over there and do it to do it, why is everybody acting like it's a problem with her to come over to America and do it? Y'all not making sense. It ain't even being fair. If I went over there, let's flip it. Earl Spence go over there and fight against Kell Brook for his belts. He lose.
No, you're right.
No.
You're right. You're right.
No. Kell Brook got to come back to America if he want a rematch against Earl Spence. Earl Spence ain't finna go back over to the UK and give him another shot with 20,000, 40,000 fans cheering against him and everything out. No. You got to come to America now. Make it make sense.
I mean, it's literally the same thing that Ryan Garcia and DAZN were arguing with Showtime with Tank. Like, if we win, we want the rematch. We want to control the rematch. And basically, that's what you're saying. You've won. You want to control where the rematch takes place and happens. So I do want to ask. Go ahead.
Pick who. I want to pick who runs the network or who do that. That has none. That ain't really. That's the least of my worries. It's the fact is that if y'all want to say that I can't sell out in America, let me go ahead and show you. I fought against Hannah Gabriels. As great as she was, nobody knew about her in America. But 400,000 people tuned in to watch this fight. Matter of fact, over 400,000 up on Showtime. And still to this day, that's one of the highest views that a Showtime fighter got, fighting on, I believe he fought on a Friday. So people with all this, first it was, oh, she don't get views. Now I'm getting views. Now it's, oh, she can't sell tickets. All this to just keep the black girl from flourishing. Because once I sell out a venue, everybody who said I can't sell out gonna be salty. Gonna be salty because what else can you say? You listen, you can't say nothing. All you can say is that she the best. The damn fans is coming out to see her fight. She fighting the best. She beating them. Whether I'm knocking them out or beating them unanimously, it don't matter. The fans is coming out. Right now in my career, I'm just like Tyson. People showed up to see Tyson fight and knowing that the fight only gonna last 10, 20 seconds. People showing up because they know that I'm gonna sell the hell out the fight. I'm gonna have a great walkout to the fight, and I'm gonna whoop some ass at the fight. That's why people is coming. Because the quote gonna back up whatever she say. Period.
So, Champ, you've been officially out the ring now 4 months. Do you have a timeline on when you want to solidify your rematch or decide to move on from that? Like, hypothetically, if you can't come to an agreement about her coming here or you going there, are you entitled to do something else?
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to be fighting by May 20th. So I don't know who the opponent is gonna be yet. We were in talks with like a few people with Natasha Jonas. We tried to get a fight with Terry Harper, but I guess she wanted to fight against Cecilia Bráquez instead. Um, Not really too many options to be honest with you, as far as in May. Also too, you know, I just want to fight in the U.S. So if that's Maricela Cornejo, if that's Raquel Miller, you know, whoever it is, you know, I definitely believe that I deserve to have my fights in the U.S. and to just, I want to prove to everybody right now that I'm the hottest thing popping in women's boxing. And all this talking about this and this, like people watching that documentary 2012 when I was 17, and they're just saying, oh, she don't have any endorsements, she don't have any sponsorships and all this stuff. People forgetting that that was 10 years ago. I'm fucking rich. Like I'm rich. I got everything I want. I'm undefeated. I got 13 world titles, 3-time undisputed.
Mm.
All the pity party that they had back then does not have nothing to do with right now. I'm in movies. I have endorsements. I have sponsorships.
Doing your
What else?
thing, champ. You engaged.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And
Champ, I wanted to ask, so you said by May 20th, or is like May 20th the
the date.
date?
By May 20th. So
Okay.
anytime also.
Okay.
But
Okay.
just delay. You know, in my contract with Boxer, um, it says that I have a fight in between me and Marshall and they will pay me a certain amount for that fight. For some reason, I don't know why they're trying not to do that fight with me all of a sudden and they want to just go straight into a rematch with Marshall. And it's like, no, you guys owe me a fight. And also, if we're being honest, you guys owe Marshall a fight too because her performance, getting beat unanimously to the shorter and less knockout fighter, the GOAT, she lost unanimously. If you ask me, it was 8 rounds to 2, and it was 8 rounds to 2 on 2 judges' scorecards, and then rounds to 4 on 1. So I wanted to fight easily. If there was any problems I had in the fight, it was that she was 195 pounds the damn night of fight night, and I was 168. But that was the only problem. Any other problem, it it it, uh, it really wasn't one, you know. And people have been talking about she hurt my eye. I hurt my eye in sparring leading up to the fight. I sparred 10 rounds. I sparred 17 rounds total with Tony Harrison. I sparred against some other heavyweight tall guys to get ready, and just throughout camp, you know, when you putting in rounds with world class fighters, as in Tony Harrison, you know, we were going at it, and I hit him with a shot, and we were just, I think it was the last round of our 7 rounds, and he hit me with a shot, and that's when I first had experience like my eye kind of doing a little something, like my vision went out and came back quickly or whatever. So it wasn't that Savannah Marshall just hit so hard to where she made it to where I couldn't see. I had went into the fight already with that injury from having such a hard training camp because I wanted to make sure that I left no stone unturned. So shout out to Tony Harrison for the work for
Champ,
sure.
so you said that your contract with Boxer, so I think that's probably why they don't want to come to America, right? Like, have they had a show done here in America? Because Boxer's a promoter, so because they're a promoter based in the UK, they'd probably want to do that fight in the UK. Have they ever done a show in America that you know of?
What are you asking me? You say have I ever done? So
Uh,
Boxer is actually a new um
they're listed as
from
a promoter online.
yeah. So they're fairly new, probably about 2 years maybe. So I don't think that they've done a fight here in America, but that's not the problem. This is it. Even for the fight that they have that I'm supposed to fight for a certain amount of money, I will fight that fight in the UK. I'm not fighting against Savannah Marshall in the UK again.
Hmm.
That's it. If they if fighting this in the UK against whoever else, I will gladly go over to the UK and pick up my check and defend my titles. Sure. But I'm not fighting Savannah Marshall is not, I repeat, is not getting a rematch against me in the UK. You want the belts, Miss Zero belts? Come get them.
And to be clear, your next fight, you want it to be defending your undisputed 160-pound titles, or Because I heard you mention Natasha Jonas. Did she move up? I thought she was 54.
She ain't putting her belts on the line against me. Come
So,
on now.
so it would
Already
be
know.
her moving up.
Yeah, y'all already know this stuff already though. Cause if she put her belts on the line, then I beat her. She go back to 154. Well, if we fight at 54, I make 54. I beat her for her belts. Then what do she have? Now I got 3 belts at 54. All my belts at 160. She has nothing. It's really just a good fight for women's boxing. You got UK versus America again. But if I'm putting my belts on the line, we're not gonna fight at 54. We're gonna fight at 60. She's not putting her belts up. Because when
Oh,
she loses, she can go back down to 54 and still be champ. The
Now,
belts.
so how do you feel about Franchon Crews offering Savannah Marshall a shot at undisputed at 160? Would you be okay with Savannah fighting
68.
168? Yes. Would you be okay with Savannah fighting Franchon in that in between fight? Because that does potentially take away your nemesis. Like, that is still your big fight, even though you beat her. You know, obviously people still want to see it, and the network still want to pay for it.
I can't control what Franchon does. I believe that she can also beat Savannah Marshall. Maybe that's the road that Savannah Marshall needs to go. If she want to be shot at undisputed, and maybe she can get Franchon to come over there. But at the end of the day, a fight with me and Franchon again, a second fight, always going to be big. I believe that we should do the fight while we're both undisputed. You know, I believe even when she fight against Savannah Marshall, if that fight happens, when she beats Savannah Marshall, that would be a great time to put on undisputed versus undisputed 168, 160 here in America. I think that we could do that too. You know, just Franchon hasn't had that iconic fight yet that she needs. And I think that could be against Christina Hammer, potentially Shadasia Green. Because I know that we had a great fight our pro debuts, but I'm behind on whatever she decides to do. And if she need me to come to camp and help her get ready for that fight, I will, because I want all the black girls to win.
Yeah, I was there for y'all fight. That was a hell of a fight.
Yeah,
Speaking of that breakout fight for Franchon, there was heavy rumors of an April 8th date with Hannah Gabriels. It doesn't look like it's come to fruition yet, but what's your thoughts on the potential matchup with Gabriels and Franchon Crews?
um, it's really hard to gauge it right now. I think I always roll with Franchon. I want to give Gabriel's more credit, but she hasn't fought in a minute, and
You know
I
she
don't know where.
became champ at heavyweight, right?
Yeah, I didn't see that fight either. I don't know who she. I remember I heard she's supposed to be fighting against Danielle Perkins, who's really a heavyweight woman.
Yeah,
And
that was supposed to happen, and then the Franchon Crews news started happening.
yeah, I just feel like it's just been news and news and news for him. Now, then I heard, she's wants to fight me again, and honestly, just to give everybody the backstory, me and my team love to have a rematch with Hannah Gabriels. Of course, I wanted it. She knocked me down the first round, even though I won unanimously there too. But um, my promoter was going to sign Hannah Gabriels and have her fight two fights under me, and they were going to build up our rematch. And Hannah Gabriels decided that wasn't the route she wanted to go. She didn't want to sign with Dimitri. And what promoter is going to, put all that back into a female who is not signed to him? So she went her own way, and then started saying that I didn't want to have a rematch against her. So all these girls be talking all this blah blah blah, when like the truth is, I always give opportunities for these girls to fight me, because I know that I'm going to prepare my best to beat them and win. So I don't like she saying I was ducking her to rematch and all this stuff. Lies. We definitely tried to make it work. Um, and she just didn't want to follow suit.
Uh, Clarissa, could you kind of break down or at least clarify your contract with PFL? How many? Because I know obviously you have that going on, so you'll have to prepare for those fights. So how many boxing fights can we expect this year, and how many PFL fights can we expect this year?
I'm supposed to be fighting twice for PFL. That's actually what I've been spending these last few months doing: jujitsu and wrestling and MMA.
You still going down to New Mexico for that?
No, I got a gym up in Flint that I go to now. It's not
Okay.
in Flint, it's in Plymouth, Michigan, about an hour from Flint. So I've been going there and just, honing my skills. And now, starting next week, I start going to Chicago with this wrestling coach, and I'll be there a week at a time. So I'll be there for a week doing my wrestling, and then come back home and do my other stuff, and then go back again for a week work on my wrestling because I'm not supposed to be fighting in the PFL till like November, September, August, somewhere down there.
Okay.
So
Second
I just want to
second
return
half of
back,
the year.
yeah, and win. But I only planned on having one boxing match this year, and that would be, before May or whatever. And then I wanted to spend the rest of the year getting ready for MMA, and then start back next year and come out just have like 4 fights next year. But last year I had to put everything with the PFL on hold because Savannah Marshall injured and postponing, and they can't pick a date, and then the Queen died, so I had to really put everything on the back burner just for a fight with Savannah Marshall, someone who I was so called scared of.
Now, oh, let me know if you need any restaurant recommendations in Chicago. That's my city. So, but I wanted also to ask about, yo, you been in the studio, I see, putting out some fire.
I seen that. I seen you drop your single.
Yeah, Grow Energy. That was just me just doing a little rap. And I ain't got no fight coming up. They ain't scheduled me nothing. I'm just listening to beats, and I just wanted to do something. I had went to the studio. I actually got 2 more songs I'm about to put out, but I was just doing something. But I definitely enjoyed it, and I got more stuff.
Whose idea was that? Was that something that you've wanted to do, or how did that come about?
Well, really, I'm a singer, to be honest with you. I like to sing, but rapping just kind of fits more of my persona with boxing. The T Rex, quote, shit talker. That kind of more fits my persona. I think if I was to come out singing, it'd be too different, and people wouldn't be able to put the two together. So I really just did it just to have something to do, to show people that I can do it. And I just really want to be in entertainment. I want to entertain people. So that's acting, rapping, um, you know, modeling, whatever. I just want to be a part of it. So that's why I did it, and I'm gonna post some more.
Well, look. I know you a Bose athlete, so what you do is you tell Bose to throw you the headphones with the little piece for your next ring walk. You got to come out to your own song. You can't like not. You know what I'm saying?
So
You
we're talking about here. When have you seen another fighter come out and rap themselves out to their own song?
Broner,
Yeah, Broner did have a
Roy
headset.
Jones, Roy Jones as well.
What,
Um,
rapping, or did they just walk out to it?
No, I
no,
think
no,
Broner
no,
had the
no. Broner,
headset.
Broner. That's why I told you. I know it can be done. He did that
I
shit
think
like
he
ten
had the
years
red.
ago.
I think he had the red and yellow. Is
Yeah,
that the Madonna fight?
was it that one? I
No,
know.
that my Donna. No, because my Donna, he came out, I ain't worried about nothing, with French Montana with the white and gold on.
Let me see. Broner
I remember. I think it's the
ring.
red and gold that he had that outfit on with the
He
headset.
came out, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about, and that was my Donna.
Champ, how possible is it to like get a Cardi B or a Beyonce to walk you out?
Well, Beyonce, yo,
It would be
Beyonce's tough.
it'd be my dream to have Beyonce walk me out. I always tell people that, like, Beyonce is just, that's my spirit animal. I love her. I feel like I'm the Beyonce of boxing. I could do whatever weight class. I could box. I could bang. I could be skillful, and then I can just be nice and calm and everything. So I feel like I'm the Beyonce of boxing for sure. And I used to call myself that when I was in the amateurs, but it was say Beyonce because my name started with a C. But I know, but freaking, I would love that. I would love for Cardi B to walk me out.
I would love Cardi B.
So
She probably,
I can't find the Broner one, but I did find Roy Jones when he fought Clinton Woods. He had the little headset. That was like
I know, bro,
2002.
but you're right. I'm telling you, I remember
Broner did it
Broner.
too. I
Yeah,
remember. I
I
follow
remember
his
him with
career
his
so
headset.
close.
and I and I think Pacquiao. But have you ever seen a women fighter?
Yo,
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, no, Pacquiao did have some songs. You
No,
right.
I know.
Yeah.
He did. He loved
Yeah.
karaoke too.
So have you guys ever seen a female do it? I believe that I'll be the first
Never.
female.
No.
Well, there we
Never.
go. Breaking records again. Breaking records again. That they existed, but there they go.
Champ, so Raquel Miller is 37, right? Or 38? 38. You're 11 years younger. If that fight happens, you think age factors in and you could definitely get a stoppage with her because of the age, or does that not factor in this sport? Obviously, we've seen people like B-Hop and Foreman
Nah,
win titles after 40.
I definitely don't think that it matters what age you are. I know. I think women are pain whores. Sadly, I don't know what it is, but we can take a whole lot of pain, and that's delivering babies, and that's taking punches.
Mm.
And well, I can attest to that I have a very high pain tolerance. So I think that with her being 37, 38, however old she is, that she has an even higher pain tolerance. So, um, no, I think that skills pay the bills, and heart played a part. So I would love a fight against her, and if she's ready, you know, um, she hasn't had the career that I've had, even though she turned pro sooner. But I believe that she can be world champ, at 54. I don't think at 60 because I got all the belts, but she definitely can be world champ in boxing. Just whatever route she decides to take, But I'm not turning down a fight with her. I think that with all the trash talking and the build up between me and her fight, no matter where it take place at in the USA, it's gonna sell out because when you got two black girls who brought that action for real, and and the talking is spicy and all this stuff, like, and we're selling the fight. I believe it can do what Savannah Marshall did, but just here in the US. If I'm being honest,
Is it too soon to say Shadasia Green is better than Ann Wolf?
who said that?
I'm asking you.
But
Is
I
it too
don't. But
soon to say it?
who says that?
Well, I'm definitely saying it. I think she's better. Um, I've been in the gym with her. I know her for like 5 years. So I've seen her spar men, and I
Am I
knew, I knew
better than him?
that was gonna happen. I bet the knockout. I knew that was gonna happen.
Am I
She
better?
hits hard. Say what? I didn't hear you.
Am I better than Ann Wolf?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
And I ain't knocking people out. So you saying that because Shadasia Green, I think her record is 10-0 with 8 knockouts. Am I right?
Uh,
11.
12 with 11.
Okay, 12, 11 knockouts. So you saying because she got 11 KOs that she's better than Ann Wolf?
I think technically you can like for instance, remember there was a time where Crawford wasn't getting all the credit he deserved, but people that were giving him credit would say it's the eye test. I think absolutely if you know boxing, you can look at Shadasia Green and see how she throws her punches. Technically, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of women in boxing that can throw a double left hook like her. Obviously you can, but there's not a lot of women doing that. That's like a Mexican, Puerto
I
Rican
don't.
move.
The thing is, I'm not discrediting Shadasia. She was great sparring for me when I was in the amateurs, and we were even room together, and we were actually very, very close once upon a time. Uh, so her skills are there. I think she lacked experience,
Mm.
but she's gaining that. But for I don't feel like she's better than Ann Wolf right now. Not yet. When she wins some titles and things, then my view of that will change. Ann Wolf was a world champion. Ann Wolf pulled cars, and Ann Wolf punched bags while she ran punching them up on a truck. Like, she was different. Um, I don't think Shadasia is as ferocious as Ann Wolf. Now, does she got better skills? Probably, but I don't see her right now. Like right now, saying she's better than Ann Wolf. But I can say she's getting there. She's better than
No,
Layla.
she definitely ain't say that. That's just been me saying that, and only because Ann was a puncher, but she wasn't as technically skilled. That's like, man, Shadasia, you see how she was catching and shooting with Shadasia, and then just bam, 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 just giving her what she deserved.
Shadasia is a very green fighter.
I mean, she was a unified champ.
Absolutely, but we can agree she's green. She plays soccer. Even Franchon was hitting her with wicked shots. Like I said, women are just paint whores, period. But on that, but even Shadasia, I mean not Shadasia, but Ellen Sederos and her team were supposed to fight me after she beat Alicia Napoleon. She's supposed to fight me, and her coach and her just was like, no, we're not nowhere near skilled enough or ready to get inside the ring with you. But she was unified champion at the time. She had knocked down Alicia Napoleon because that was supposed to be my first fight at the Madison Square Garden. When we fought on the same card, Alicia Napoleon was supposed to win. This is all on Showtime. And I beat, I believe, was it Hammer? Who did I fight?
Hammer.
Yeah, so it was when I beat Hammer and she beat Ellen, me and her meet up at Madison Square Garden next and fight. That's supposed to be my first fight there. So I didn't get the opportunity because Ellen didn't want to fight against me, and Alicia Napoleon, who has some fan base up in New York, she lost. So that's how that went. So that's why I was.
You had cut out a little bit.
Ellen.
I'm sorry. You had cut out a little bit. I just wanted to make sure you said she wasn't better. Shadasia wasn't better to you than Ann Wolf right now, but you said she better than Layla.
She did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did it cut out when I said that?
Yeah. I just wanted to make
me,
sure. I just want to make sure.
Me, skill wise, she is. I've been in the ring with Shadasia, and when I was in the ring with her at the time, she was the most skilled woman I had been in the ring with, and I had been boxing for. We sparred probably when I was about 21, I believe. So I've been boxing for 10 years. Time I had won the Olympics, and getting inside the ring with her was like, dang, she's very, very skilled. And that was the first woman that I fought that was like that. That had skills and had counters and was very sharp and stuff. So I give Shadasia credit, absolutely. And like I said, we were friends once upon a time.
What
and
happened? What happened?
She know why we
What
not
happened?
friends.
Is it a Franchon thing? Because she say y'all was all friends, and then her and Franchon obviously had whatever they had. She never told me that y'all not
No.
friends. She
No,
never
bro.
even mentioned that y'all not friends.
We are not friends. I like I respect her, but she knows she was wrong though. And this what it is. And I also told Kendall Hart the same thing because he reached out to me. I was getting ready for the fight with Christina.
I know. She just talked about it on the show and said that she believes that's the reason why you don't talk to her, because she went to the Christina Hammer camp.
Why would you do that?
Money, champ, especially in women's boxing.
I
They
could have paid
paying you.
No, I could have paid money.
I told her the same. I said you should have called her, but I understand. Shadasia came up tough. Like her fights in Mexico, she ain't got the money to pay for them fights. She had to sign to a small manager, so you gotta understand the sparring partner money, champ. Like you said, I'm rich. When you coming up in women's boxing, it's tough.
No, I've always had some money. Shadasia, I reached out to her plenty of camps before I fought against Christina Hammer. Hey champ, can you come out? I'll get you a car. I'll pay you some money. Whatever you need for us to get you out here to come spar with me and get me ready for these fights, because I've always just wanted to improve. So you gotta have sparring partners to help you do that. She could never do it. But then all of a sudden, like, she didn't even tell me either. I'm just on Instagram one day, and I see her post a picture of her sparring against Christina Hammer, getting Christina Hammer ready for me. No, I'm look. I'm fighting for the undisputed championship. I take it very, very, very personal. So if you're a friend, you don't do that. Franchon would never. Franchon would never help a girl get ready to fight against me. And I would never help a girl get ready to fight against Franchon. Rather me and her got to fight in the future or not, that's my dog. We locked in. That's my sister. But she done went over to help Christina Hammer and think I'm going to be cool with it. No, I'm not. But you know what? I just looked at it as, you know what? And there's other stuff too. She came to my fight when I fought against, I believe Hannah Gabriels. She was still signed with Sean Porter dad. She didn't even tell me she came to the fight. So it's just a whole lot of stuff that I'm like, dang, you know, she's scoping or whatever she doing, but it's something that friends don't do. And I just like, you know, at the end of the day, I don't mind fighting a friend, you know, giving a friend the opportunity to fight and us, you know, fighting against each other. But to be sneaky with it and doing stuff like that, I just don't respect it. And that's where I'm at with it. So I seen her when I was at the Serrano versus whoever the girl she fought against fight.
Crews.
I seen her. Yeah, I know. It's Amanda Serrano versus who?
Crews.
Was it Erica Cruz?
Erica Hernandez Cruz.
Yeah, so I was there for that fight, and I seen her, and I want to tell her congrats, but she was right there just staring, looking at me. She ain't speak, so I ain't speak because I ain't supposed to be speaking first, no way. Especially, and she know that she crossed me, if we being honest. And
you know what? She did admit on the show that she was wrong. Like, she said it, you know, but obviously I guess it took time for her to realize what she did wrong. And maybe that's why she ain't say nothing to you at the fight, because she knows she wrong and she don't know how you gonna react. But if you want, I make that connection. Ain't no need for y'all to be, you know, not friends. Like you said, you want to see every black girl in boxing win. Yeah.
I am cordial with anybody, but I'm not. I can't call her no friend.
I mean, I'm sure y'all could get past that.
No, I'm a big Pisces energy. You only gotta cross me one time. You ain't gotta cross me twice. You don't even get that chance. I'm good on that. I wish her the best of luck and everything, but no, she could have been reached out to me. I reached out to her.
So does that make her your new nemesis then? Like, but I know
No.
you already picking Franchon to beat her, but if she beats Franchon, that becomes your new nemesis now.
That's okay.
No, do you agree though?
If she beat Franchon, she's a world title holder. The next biggest fight is undisputed versus undisputed. Sure. But nothing personally makes her my nemesis. We just ain't cool. But if she ever spoke to me or anything, I'd be cordial. Hey girl, how you doing? Congrats, you know. But no,
you wouldn't do that with Savannah, right? Like if Savannah's like, hey girl, you wouldn't.
No, Savannah Marshall, I don't like her at all.
And the reason y'all can't go get your nails done. You and Savannah go get a little mani pedi. Damn.
So now we could gauge kind of the energy.
Yeah,
now we know.
Yeah. So Savannah's still the nemesis for sure.
For sure.
Oh man. All right, I got a couple from the people, and I'll let you go. I know we've had you for so long. Ruin the 504 New Orleans. He says, what has to happen in women's boxing for it to gain more relevancy?
Well, if I'm being honest, a lot of women fighters aren't putting themselves out there enough. Like, it's kind of a secret, like what these girls do in their real lives. Like, are they married? Do they have kids? What do they wear? You know, their social media following. Hey, that stuff is interesting to people. And if you keep it a secret and you just a woman fighter, some people can't really what is it?
Relate.
Yeah, they can't relate to you. So I think that's what a lot of women fighters need to do. And then we already putting on the best fights, the best versus the best. Keep doing that. And just getting better, enhancing our skills, and just building fights better. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why me and Marshall fight did so well, and Michaela and Alicia Baumgartner did so well. Like the shit talking was off the roof. I actually feel like Michaela and Alicia was doing it better than me. And I remember it was a time that Michaela was like, I would never trash talk like you. I would never. And I was like, you gonna see.
That's because it was genuine dislike. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, the way you had it with Marshall was genuine dislike between both of them.
Yeah, I don't know where that dislike came from between them, but it was deep. But she still
No,
was just
it's
saying like,
deep. It's deep for
Word.
sure. All
that was just
we did was pick Baumgartner, and Michaela said she ain't rocking with us no more. I'm
Word
like,
is
damn,
born.
champ, I was with you when you was
0
0
and
0.
0.
Like,
Oh
sheesh.
man.
see the thing is when when something is the center of your life, as in boxing, and you got a big fight coming up, and this girl actually got a chance to maybe compete with you, and you got folks that rock with you, now they picking the other side. It do bother you. I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm definitely with Michaela on that. So if you seen up in the lead up to their fight, I always let it be known that, hey, Michaela's my sister. I'm picking her to win, and I gave my reasons, but because I really thought that she could. But if I would have said, oh, Alicia Baumgartner, I don't think that me and Michaela would be cool right now. Because it's like, this is the biggest moment of my life, and I need my support to support me.
But champ, look at what you saying, and yet Alicia ain't feel that way. Y'all was just
Well,
looking cute
well,
at the fights.
well,
Fuck.
no, I am as real as they come. I had a talk with Alicia Baumgartner. I did my camp at the same gym as Alicia did her camp at Superbad Gym, while we were both leading up to our fights with Michaela and Savannah. So me and Alicia went out to eat, and we actually talked. And she just said, and listen, Alicia would tell you, I told her, I think Michaela's gonna win, and she said, I'm gonna prove you wrong. That's two women to agree to disagree, face to face, woman to woman, heart to heart. That's real. And I let her know, I'm not going to get in your way of your training because we at the same gym. Tell me what time you train. I won't be there when you spar. I won't be there when you work out.
Mm.
Um, because I don't want you, because Michaela is my Olympic sister. I don't want you, this is
Think
the
that she's
biggest
spying,
I,
yeah.
I don't want to think I'm spying on you. I don't want to interfere with your training. I don't want you feeling like you can't hit the pass how you need to because I'm there. Nothing. I stayed out the way. I let them two girls beef, say whatever they wanted to each other, and I focused on my fight with Marshall. And like I said, I had let both of them know I was Team Michaela. The way that when I showed Alicia love after the fight, that was genuine. Cause I was like, girl, listen, I didn't know she had it like that.
Mm.
I'm being
Was
man. I didn't know.
champ, well that's what happened. Look, cause y'all was training at different times. I went to Detroit. I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was there. They was fixing the roof. I was there, and I seen her. And that's why I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. This is the way I'm and just like you, yo, I like to tell the truth. So it was like when I told them bet Claressa and Alicia, parlay that, I ain't lie. We came the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
But I get what you're saying because I've been in this business 12 years and I've stopped picking. I'm betting now, so my pick gets out, but I stopped picking because I went through it with Keith and Sean. Keith and Sean, when they had the fight and I had to pick, that people don't like it, so you learn. We got a few more, champ. New York Bullet says, "What's up, champ? You being the GOAT, do you have a top 4 after you, current or past blessings?" So I guess your top favorite or your top 4 other GOATs? I don't know. I could read it one more time.
Saying, we got Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Alicia Baumgartner, and he said only 4. Franchon Cruz, really, who I see. I'm trying to think of anybody else.
Yeah,
Shadasia
Oh,
up there.
oh wow.
And
Okay. I got Brandon in Houston says, "Hey, GOAT, thanks for coming on. Walk us through the Mariciela Cornejo almost stepping in for Savannah Marshall, that first trip to the UK. Yeah, we did have Maricela Conejo on, and she said she was on
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. Listen, I am a woman of my word, yo. I'm like, I really felt like Savannah Marshall knew deep down in her heart that she could not beat me. I really felt she was using the fight as clout to build herself up because she did not have a fan base.
Mm.
And they were using me to build her up. So I'm like, I'm not about to spend all this time in camp and training. And listen, if she pulls up the fight last minute due to not making weight, due to being sick, anything, I'm still fighting. So I told my team, you guys fucking have somebody over there on standby ready to scrap.
Damn,
That's
that's some bullshit.
so I thank Maricela for even taking that up, and really being on call and ready to come to the UK and actually step in if a need be, because I'm just not letting my career be on hold for nobody. And I already had put most of the year on hold for Savannah, and she had got injured, and then she postponements, and then the Queen, all this stuff. I'm like, no, bro. Whatever happens after these months, I better I better fucking fight somebody. So that so that's what that was, and all the narratives that I was scared of Marshall, man, that was all cap. I don't know where that came from or why it even. I don't know.
Champ, did it ever creep in your head? Well, maybe she do got power because they kept building her up as this puncher, or did you never believe in her power?
Man, come on now. Let's be real. It's your job to build those kind of stories. It ain't my job to believe them.
Mm.
That's what I'm telling you. Like, I look at facts. Let's go back and look on BoxRec and look at the girls she fought. She fighting girls who are 147 pounders, bringing on to 168, and then she rehydrating to 190. Them girls don't stand a fucking chance. What are we talking? And then you fight them 3 days notice, a week's notice. Like, no, of course you're gonna knock them out. So I never bought the whole facade
Me
of none of
either,
that.
champ. Me either.
Nah, it wasn't like she had. If she would have had all those knockouts and she knocking out world champs, maybe I would have felt a little different. Like, damn, she putting world champs out. But when you fighting girls 3 days notice, a week's notice, and they fighting at 147, her and April Hunter have a similar opponent who fought at 135. Y'all bringing that girl up to 168. Nah, bro.
Terrible.
She ain't knockout artist. I'm like, that's just all smoke and mirrors. But that's why she was doing all this. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna knock you out and pillow fist. She wanted me to not believe in my power. But baby, when you benching 185 as a woman, you better fucking believe in your strength. So I believed in my strength, and I knew that I was gonna be hard for her to beat, hard for her to hurt.
Hold on, champ. You repping 185 or you maxing out?
Max not at 185, but I'm about to be real soon.
Okay. Okay. And that's your fiance, right? Your strength and conditioning coach as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Champ, I wanted to ask, we can't.
Well, since you brought him up,
oh, go ahead.
And earlier in this interview, you mentioned the girls don't put themselves out there enough. I do appreciate that you give us a lot more other than your fights, and I thought that was amazing that you bought him the same truck. That's the same truck Boots got too, right?
Like that TRX.
That was dope of you.
Yeah.
That who got?
Boots Ennis. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he got a TRX.
He got that truck. That's why when I seen, I'm like, oh wow, she got him the big truck.
TR2. Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah.
Oh, you were saying X something.
No, ain't that
Well, he's saying the name of the truck. I just seen, and it looks very similar to Boots' truck. So I was just appreciating the moment. I think that was an amazing gesture for you to do.
We living in the times now where in relationships everybody's sneaking and geeking, and everybody just got multiple partners, and nobody really believe in marriage no more. Regardless of how
90 seconds.
how I'm portrayed, I believe in marriage, and I do want to have a family. And when you love somebody, gifts like that don't really matter. It doesn't matter how much. It's really about just making your partner, happy. So that's why I did that, and I don't mind showing the world how much I love, my fiance.
Now, how was that? Like, did you go pick it out and everything and truly surprise him? Or, like,
Yeah,
did he know, did he already want that car and you just popped up with it? Like, or was that, like, out the blue?
it was out the blue. It was Christmas. He kept saying he wanted a truck, and I just I just surprised him. I went and looked at trucks and drove some of them. And when I got in, when I seen that Big Daddy, I said, oh, this the one. This the one for my man. And that's the one that I got. And I did surprise him. And it was such a surprise that he was damn near thinking I was cheating. I was being so secretive. He like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at Walmart. He texts an hour later, where you at? I'm at Walmart. He like, you ain't in no goddamn Walmart. So finally pulled up to the restaurant, and he looked at me, and then I sat down, and he like, now I'm gonna ask you the fuck again. Where was you at? I said I was at Walmart, and I kind of smirked, turned my head. He said, "You lying? You lying? What is you lying for?" He like, "Bro, you done did." Like he was really mad. So we went outside and we walked over there to his truck. And mind you, it was freezing. I was like, "Here, bro, Merry Christmas," and he just was like, "No." Yes, this is why I had to be so damn secretive, and why I had to be telling you I'm at Walmart. I really couldn't think of nothing else to say where I was at.
That is funny. I'm glad I asked. I did cut you off, Danny.
Damn, what the?
You forgot while
Oh
you
no no
remember.
no no yes, cause you was a huge advocate. Just wanted to ask about the water situation in Flint. Um,
Mhm.
and what's the current status out there?
The water crisis is still existing in Flint. They haven't fixed all the pipes yet. That's what they have to do. They have to go under all these houses, change the pipes, and then put new pipes in. And we already have a new water source, so that's what they have to do. Hasn't been done yet. It's getting done by little by little. So right now, if anybody want to send pallets of water to Flint, it's always needed. And we're actually going to start doing our water giveaway sometime next month, to where they can come and pick up water once a week from the gym or from wherever I'm giving our water at. But um yeah, I have a 501(c)(3) now. So the Shields Community Outreach Corporation. So anybody who
Okay.
want to write a check, I can actually go to that. You want to send a donation, we own Cash App too, SCOC 2023. You can send money there and put in the notes what it's for, and we make sure that the money goes to that. If it's for the water, if it's for the kids boxing program, if it's for the Christmas or turkey giveaways, if you want to send any donation, you can send it to Shields Community Outreach Corporation.
Wow. So you started a nonprofit.
Yeah. Yep.
Amazing. I have Brandon that says, "Can you play matchmaker and give us 3 fights you would want on Shields versus Marshall 2 undercard?" Oh, I like
Oh.
that. Who you putting on, champ?
I gotta say I want to see Alicia Baumgartner versus Michaela Mayer too.
Mm.
Who you got
If
in
I
the rematch?
Uh-oh. Don't do that.
I'm just saying she picked for the first one. Why wouldn't she pick for the
It's too
rematch?
soon. We can't pick that yet. Wait till fight week, champ.
and the thing is, once again, I'm gonna stay out the way out of it. So even if I do have a pick, I can't say it out loud. So yeah, I nope. That's just
Keep
between
it
them.
to yourself, champ. Keep it to
Yeah,
yourself.
but
So you got them on the card. 2 more fights.
if not Alicia Baumgartner versus Katie Taylor.
Mm.
Um, that uh, the another fight should nope. Frenton Cruz versus Christina Hammer.
Mm.
It almost sounded like she was about to say
You you was
Shadeja.
about to say
But
Shadasia.
I was, but I thought about you like no, I actually want to see
Well,
right
you
now.
can put one more fight because you got Bumgarner versus Ketty Teller or Michaela Mayer. Then you got Franchon versus.
Christina,
So you missing one more fight because it's 3
pay
under your undercard.
per view.
Green versus Savannah Marshall.
Mm. I do want that. I do want that. Battle of the punches.
Hmm?
We got Bougie and Broward. He says, "What's good, Guo? Thank you for blessing us with your presence. You beyond great in and out the ring. It's nothing you can't do. I got you beating all these girls, even Shadasia. And F with your song Guo Talk. Keep up the great work, champ. You a big motivation to the girls back at the gym. Florida
Thank you.
loves you." Two heart emojis, two fire emojis. So no question, just a statement.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
I got Brandon. It says, you and Jake Paul have gone back and forth in the past, but if he were to reach out to you for you to join Most Valuable Promotions at this point, would you consider it?
It depends on what the game plan is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake Paul also just signed to the PFL, so we're actually, partners in that. So we're both signed to the PFL now, and but I mean, it just depends on what the game plan is. Like his game plan for me may be different from my game plan, for me. So I don't know, but we can always talk when there's dollars involved. I ain't turned down no opportunities.
Has your opinion of him changed because of all that you've seen he's done as a promoter, or no?
What was my perception of that? I wouldn't fight on the undercard of him, or that
Yeah, that you
he
weren't.
was.
I mean, it just seemed like you guys didn't get along. You said you would never fight on his undercard. You said you would beat him up too. Um, yeah,
Okay,
you
so
know, and he goes at you. You guys, it wasn't never like
no,
cool.
no. I always need to understand this. This would be my problem with people. Okay, so I said I would never fight on the undercard of him. What did he say?
I don't remember.
Right, because everybody only pay attention to what the quotes say. But I said I would never fight on the undercard of him, and I was actually praising Amanda Serrano, saying he should be fighting on the undercard of her. That's how that conversation got started. So now that we off of that, let's move forward. Now we're off of that. I fought against Abigail Montez in MMA. I lost, split decision. He's never congratulated me on winning any of my fights, titles, no nothing. He decides to get on Twitter and say Carmen's a bitch, she lost her fight, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, but never has congratulated me. So now, yes, I'm going to spit facts and let him know you are not a skilled fighter. Have you gotten better? Sure, but you're not a skilled fighter. And if you ever grace the ring with me, I will show you that, because I am a big woman. I can get up to 185 pounds, and I will show him that he may be a man, he may be a little bit stronger, but when it comes to these skills, you got to hit me. And I can tell you, he won't land a goddamn thing on me. So that's how that started. He said that about Abigail Montez and came at me, and I came back at him about his boxing skills and his selection of opponents. And then it kind of went back and forth from there. But once again, everybody only to what I say, but no one tells him he was mad disrespectful for coming at me, losing in an MMA fight, and saying that solidified Serrano as the GOAT. Like, I'm the fucking GOAT in boxing. I ain't never say I was the GOAT in MMA. I only got 2 fights there. Only have been doing it for 6 months. And here he is coming at me, but has never given me credit on my boxing career. My outstanding boxing career. So that's where my respect for him was lost at. And that's why we were butting heads. But I seen somewhere he said he wanted to be cool. So
Are you tuning into his fight this weekend?
And who you picking?
um strangely, I seen Tommy Fury fight in person in Dubai.
Against
And
Anthony Taylor, right?
I can't remember who it was against, but it was a black guy. And I had never seen him fight before. But I had expected to see something totally different with him being a Fury and all. Now,
They're only half
like,
brothers, for the record.
Yo, why you?
I'm
I
just
don't even know.
saying.
I don't know, but that's because you ain't gotta have. But like that doesn't like that's not a real thing, bro.
No,
That's
I'm
not
just saying, bro. They're
like-
not. They don't have They don't have the same blood pumping through them.
they do.
But half.
The father.
Half. Yeah, the father's blood. I'm just saying.
I never understood that, man. My brother's my brother.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brothers are my brothers. I'm just saying, champ.
That's weird. I have brother. I don't.
he was definitely tripping. But now that I've seen Jake Paul fight too, I can say that I think Jake Paul is gonna beat Tommy Fury.
Decision, or you think he stops him?
I think decision. I think he's 30. Tommy Fury's 30. But I just was like, I don't know if it was just a bad fight or a bad matchup, but I just did not see what I thought I was going to see. I thought I was about to see like a little smaller Tyson Fury in there, and that was um yeah. So even though Jake Paul picked Marshall to beat me, um I choose him to beat Tommy Fury. I actually think he's improved in that um he can beat him. Yeah.
And the last one is from Huntsville, Alabama. James Benitez says, "When are you gonna get you a guest star role on BMF? You and Alicia Baumgardner need to get your cameos."
I know a lot of BMF cast. Mike Merle, Cash Dow. Um, I know a couple other people that's on there too. I don't know. I would love to do it. I don't know what would be my scene. Maybe I can show some girls how to box or something on there, or maybe teach what's her name, Lala. She's on there. I can probably
Her
get
fun
her
ass.
getting beat up by her boyfriend in the damn BMF. Take her to the gym or something. But
Right.
I don't know.
Well, champ, that is all our questions. We want to thank you, obviously, for coming on the show. It's been a fantastic interview. You've answered everything, and you gave us some great insight. We look forward to May 20th or before. If you want to give
Yeah.
out
So
your social media, please do.
yeah, I only have one question for you. So I saw an interview where you were with Sean Porter, or was it with the guy you were now?
Oh my
But you said
God! No, I
What?
know what you're talking about because
Oh yeah, on the
I
island, right?
see. Yo,
no.
it
So you
wasn't my question. It wasn't. I just answered
yeah,
it truthfully.
it was your answer. So I think the question was you can get any island and you had to pick two fighters to help you to survive. You said myself, and then you said Alicia Baumgartner. It's not what you said; it's how
Is
you
how
said it.
I said it.
So what do you mean by that?
What you mean? That
You said
my mind is telling what I think I sang it. I sang it. So it was like, my
you
body. Yeah. So my mind is telling me you. Obviously, like you said, you a bigger woman, so you can get up to some weight and help me beat some men up if we need to. But I'm also, my mind is also pulling me towards Bumgarner, the newly
you
undisputed
said
fighter
oh
that
you
could really fight.
no you trying to clean it up. You said you said my mind is
I
telling
wasn't
me
Yeah,
even
my mind.
there.
I said my mind is telling me you. My mind is
but
telling me you because my brain is
that
thinking and like you
but
the bigger
that,
fighter.
that my body is telling me Baumgartner.
Because if I'm gonna be on an island alone, I might as well, be with somebody I'm attracted to too, and can fight. I'm not saying I'm not attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? You got me in a tough spot here, champ. We're not supposed to be talking about this. You know what I'm saying? This was supposed to be for internet only.
I, so because when I sent it to her. I said, "Man, these dudes is crazy, and we bust." But this isn't the first time that a boxer, has said that they wanted to, if they got stuck on an island and they were stranded for a month or 3 months, who they want to spend with. Anthony Joshua also picked me also,
Mm.
and he
Yeah, I
didn't pick
mean,
nobody.
champ, you the best of
He
both worlds.
so
You can fight. If you go back and watch the playback, people have been loving the way that you articulate yourself. You're an amazing speaker, and you're the GOAT. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing your thing. I can see why AJ would pick you.
it was funny. I just wanted to ask you that just to pull your chain, though. Sorry to put you on the spot. My
Nah, it's
bad.
all good. It's all good. Appreciate it. Tell your husband it was all fun and games.
Fiance, but yes, he know
I
that.
mean, I'm sure he gonna make sure that happen. That's why I just go ahead and skip the fiance. Did you pick a date?
Um, it's supposed to be 5/24/24, but with so much going on and stuff, I just haven't been able to
Wait, who's the
to
Gemini? Why the 24? Why May 24th? Who's the Gemini?
nobody's a Gemini.
Oh, just the
I said
date.
it was, well, 5/24 falls on a Friday. We can go straight from our wedding to the weekend honeymoon and then whatever else. But having a wedding on like a Monday, Tuesday throughout the week just didn't make sense to me. So I want to get married on a Friday or a Saturday and then go straight to our honeymoon.
Are you thinking
After.
destination wedding or you doing something, you know, at home?
I can't. I want to do something that's close to home, like a big venue, but I just haven't been able to really plan that stuff yet.
Last one, since we on it. Are you getting a bride's like a wedding planner, or are you planning it yourself?
I'm gonna get a wedding planner.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna get a
'Cause
wedding
that's a
planner.
lot of stress, man. That is it's a lot of details, and you know.
You married?
I am engaged like you, but I have been married, so I've been through all that, and yes, but now I'm newly engaged. Just actually popped the question not too long ago.
Congratulations. I'm happy she said yes.
He actually said she said she happy. She said yes. He actually said that seeing your video inspired him to
No,
get
that's
it
not true.
get the ball going.
No, that's not true. It was just time. She, you know, you see all these posts on Instagram about having a good woman and making your life better, and it's like, it's true. You know, if you got a solid woman behind you, there's nothing you can't do. So
Yeah.
it was just time to take off that market.
A woman can get you through doors that you can't get yourself through, for sure. A woman can get through so many doors just because she's a woman and people don't see her as much of a threat. Like, a man needs a power woman behind him who's gonna help go out there and get it. 100% agreed. 100%.
Well, Quote, once again, we thank you and look forward to having you back on.
Okay, for sure. Much love, you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The undisputed champ of the world, Claressa the Quote Shields. That was an amazing interview. What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content, or right here on our YouTube members.